Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. It's just such a wonderful thing to be able to share these amazing teachings from our beloved Ascended Masters. I just think they always, I find them just so helpful. And now we're going to send love and gratitude out to the world. And as we know, gratitude is one of the highest vibrations in the universe, coupled with love. So it's a lovely thing to be able to do. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. And I was wondering, Morel, beloved, do you have a screen? Would you like to read for us?
Yes, thank you. I will. Thank you, dear Anthea. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much. Bless you. All right. So we've got Gary reading. Thank you, beloved. Oh, no. Whoops. I think we've actually got John. I beg your pardon. I forgot to change that. We've got John reading this week from the Great Divine Director. And John always, as we know, both of them read so beautifully and just always pearls of wisdom from that mighty cosmic being. And then, so then we've got something slightly different. And I don't think we've had it on a Monday. I know I did share it, I think, on the main WhatsApp group, but expanding our cosmic corona and Christ consciousness from beloved corona. And it's just lovely. So it's like a short kind of meditation, visualization. And then beloved from Dictations by the Ascended Masters, beloved Terry, as we know, she has lovingly read that entire book. And just such a blessing. Anyway, so I've taken some of an excerpt out. It's from beloved Saint Germain. Each absorbs according to his development. Just lovely, heart opening from our beloved Saint Germain. And then I'm going to read from beloved Mercury from Friendship with the Gods. So as lovely, and I it doesn't actually say much about Mercury, but I can only guess that he's from the mighty, he's from the, the planet Mercury. And then beloved John will take us through our decrees, as we know that wonderful opportunity we have to call for the light. So now we're going to listen to John reading. Thank you.
The Great Divine Director. I Am Discourses, Volume 8, Discourse 11. Remember, the great cosmic light is the mightiest power in the universe. That cosmic light, as it comes more and more into the governing activity of the earth, just like the light from your I Am presence, knows no obstruction, knows no interference, and the cosmic light is steadily and surely flooding into the earth everywhere. It is why I mention these things, for your encouragement, dear ones. Feel it, oh feel it as never before. If you knew what your feeling could do, you would be free within a few hours. Your feeling world is the governing activity, and when you are still enough, your call to the presence begins to release its mighty energy, flowing forth like a mighty river into your world, carrying with it every good thing which you desire for use. There could be no failure to a mighty activity of this kind. As you are listening to these words, I am charging into your feeling world our conviction. I am sure every one of you will feel it definitely active in your world to give you courage, confidence, and strength, because it all must come from your presence. The human does not have the courage, power, and strength which sustains individuals through all conditions, but the presence does. It will release it into your use, and does do it, as is being proven in hundreds of thousands of cases. Won't you take the attitude tonight and henceforth, when anything shows an appearance in your world of activity which is distressing or limiting, in the first thought you have and the first feeling which operates, before anything else has a chance, just say, "No, you don't have any power," or use the word "stop." As you utter that word, the power from your presence goes forth and holds it, as it were, from your world. Then say, "Mighty Am Presence, take charge here, project your mighty presence and energy into this condition. Bring perfection and divine justice out of it." If you will do this, you will find no difficulty in releasing the power of the presence into action in your world to perform any given service which you require. So far as your health is concerned, dear ones, don't let your human make you feel you must yield longer to the appearance of distress or ill health. It has no power. What produces pain, distress, and ill health in the body? Discord in the feeling and the belief of the mass of mankind. They are subject to such a condition, which they really are not. This is where you students of the mighty I Am Presence can be a magnificent example to the rest of mankind. So many of the beloved students are the standing, living, wondrous proof of health, established in the body. It is magnificent. Now let us for a moment step forth and see what we may do in this magnificent service to be rendered for our beloved America and the world today. Don't question its great need. If you saw, as we do, the need, you would give your utmost to make your call to the I Am Presence with such determination that all required would be released into action, into the mental and feeling world of mankind and the earth, for America's protection and the blessing of all mankind.
Marvelous. It's just always so good to be reminded of these things. And so now we're going to listen to this meditation. This is a wonderful exercise given to us by beloved Corona. She resides in the chromosphere of the Sun, our physical Sun, beloved Helios Investor. And she says, in the higher octaves, your great causal bodies are glorious coronas, whose luminosity is never dimmed, just increased in intensity as you become adept in the process of expanding the various virtues of the Godhead. The time has arrived when the good of your causal bodies should be drawn forth and lowered, so that it will be the perfect aureole of the emerging Christ. Now I shall proceed to give you an exercise which will be of great assistance in accomplishing this. Some of you, beloved ones, employ this in part, but we wish you to take a fuller advantage of the gifts and powers awaiting your use. First, give recognition to and center yourself in the Christ within, removing your consciousness from the outer self. Now, in prayerful humility, kneel in gratitude for the privilege of knowing you are the indwelling Christ. Become absorbed or saturated in this Christ consciousness. Feel the crown of the Elohim become activated on your forehead. The 7 rays blazing forth in balanced activity. Here we visualize the blazing crystal blue flame of mighty Hercules in Amazon on the left side of our forehead. Then we see the glorious golden yellow flame of Cassiopeia and Minerva. Then comes the beautiful pink flame of beloved Orion and Angelica. In the center is that blazing pure white flame of Claire and Purity. Moving to the right side, we see that dazzling emerald green flame with a pure white center of mighty Vista and Crystal. To the right of that, we see that beautiful ruby flame with a dazzling golden radiance of beloved Tranquility and Pacifica. And then comes the dazzling violet flame, mighty Arcturus and Holy Diana. The 7 rays blazing forth in balanced activity. Here we pause to give recognition to these glorious rays and to the great beings that continually charge their light into the crown on our foreheads. Let's just feel and see these flames blazing on our forehead. And now we travel further on the avenue of our silver cord into the very heart of our own I Am presence. Up through the top of our head, through that silver cord, dazzling, brilliant, into the heart of our own I Am presence. Love, love, oh love that great presence, blending as one with it. We thank the Supreme Source of all creation for this privilege. And as this oneness intensifies, we visualize the pulsating bands of our causal body, our cosmic corona, and we feel it enfolding us. Now we abide in this consciousness for a short while until we become accustomed to the higher rate of vibration. Then we proceed to retrace the journey of our consciousness to the starting point of the Christ within each one of our hearts, that glorious golden being. Giving a prayer of gratitude for this celestial journey, quietly, unhurriedly, we continue our application. And then we proceed to follow our daily activities. Thank you to beloved Corona for that lovely exercise. And now we've got Terry reading, each absorbs according to his development, from beloved Saint Germain.
Address by the beloved Master Saint Germain. Introduction. Our love and gratitude extends to the beloved Ascended Master Saint Germain. In his cosmic office as Chohan of the Seventh Ray, it is his privilege and responsibility to bring an understanding, cooperation, and loving companionship to the three kingdoms, angelic, human, and elemental, which advance on the planet Earth side by side. As the perfect man represents the bridge uniting the kingdom of the angels, the human kingdom, and the elemental kingdom, and as his very physical body, with arms outstretched, forms the Maltese cross of freedom, we call that every individual who reads these words may volunteer to be such a bridge, and the unity of these evolutions be manifest quickly to the mutual benefit of all. Thomas Prince. Each absorbs according to his development. Address by beloved Saint Germain, September 1953. Blessed be your souls within those dear bodies, and the voluntary energies offered me that builded those ties that bind heart, soul, consciousness, and spirit in bonds of oneness and love. You pledged to serve the cause of freedom, and pledged through the energies of the physical garments to bring into outer action the glorious vision of the ceremonial activities of the Seventh Ray. Yet having secured those bodies, the outer self of many forgot their vows. Can you imagine then my happiness, my gratitude for those who have remembered, for those of you sweet and constant spirits who have loved freedom more than your personal enjoyment, more than the following of pursuits and interests which might have incorporated your energy? You who have come year in and year out into the heart of these sanctuaries and temples, and have given to the best of your consciousness and ability your energies in song, in invocation, in decrees on behalf of mankind. Dear to my heart are your spirits. Dear to my heart are the very elements that make up the sweet garments that clothe your soul round, and dear to my heart are those blessed consciousnesses into which we are gradually pouring light, understanding, and comprehension, endeavoring in every way to enable you to understand the power within your heartbeat. O beloved friends, accept my gratitude. Accept my hand through the veil. Accept my arms warm about you in an embrace of brotherhood for your service to life, for your love of life, for your willingness to bend your knee before the power of the universe and ask to be shown the will of God. It is in this asking, this invocation, this upward reaching from your soul, that we are granted the opportunity to return on the very beam of your own energy into your world and speak with you, thus making a true and living fact the credo of the Christian Church, where the communion of the saints is affirmed part of the belief of each individual. Beloved heart friends, the vision of tomorrow is incorporated into the energies which you give willingly today. How can I draw into a short space of time all that I would say to you? I am like a father endeavoring to give the entire wisdom of a life lived to a son in the matter of a few moments. Yet somehow I must endeavor to touch the high points of the understanding within the ceremonial ray, that you may take heart and move forward, knowing that there is a beautiful plan and design that shall be externalized, because it is the will of the eternal and it must be done. We are at the beginning of a new age, in which, through the courtesy and kindness of life, I am the Chohan, and I will assist you in the religious service which will be manifested in the worship of the next 2,000-year period. You have learned that this is the activity of the violet ray. You have learned that it is the activity of ordered service and ritual. You have learned that it is the activity where mankind, angels, and elementals will again be drawn together in conscious cooperation, and hand in hand walk together along the path of evolution, where they will serve together, build together the kingdom of heaven on earth, and worship together in ceremonials which your blessed hearts cannot yet conceive possible of manifestation in this third-dimensional plane. Beloved Lord Maitreya has suggested that I present to you the plan of evolution from the human kingdom, that the Mahachohan give to you the plan from the elemental kingdom, and Lord Michael, the Archangel, give to you the plan from the angelic consciousness, so that you may see that the three are one, and that together they form a great harmonious whole. Beloved ones, we are at the very beginning of this new era. Every great religion, which has extended for approximately 2,000 years, passes through 7 stages. In the very beginning, the divine will is sought, and some individual with light and understanding brings the will of God to the few who are willing to hear. You are at that point today. As there are so many different types of life streams among you, representing the guardian spirits, not only from the planet Earth, but from other planets of our system and from the sun, but also from the elemental and angelic kingdoms, it is difficult for you to receive into your varied consciousnesses the divine plan as a whole. Each receives according to his own evolution, his own development, his own awareness and capacity to understand, and to him all the others seem perhaps bewildering, uncertain, and confusing in their reception. Let me assure you that, as we develop and bring to your conscious understanding the service of the angelic kingdom in drawing and pouring forth radiation, of the elemental kingdom in building form and sustaining it, and of the human kingdom becoming the bridge between the angelic and elemental kingdoms, you will understand that there is a place in this great and new activity for every life stream, and this knowledge will one day enlighten the entire mass of mankind.
Oops, I thought it was, I think it carries on next week. All right, so this is so beautifully read, Terry, bless your heart. This is from Beloved Mighty Victory, as given to the beloved messenger, Morgan Le Fay. And if you haven't read her book, I strongly recommend that you do. It's just such a marvelous book. It's the seven sacred weeks. It's on the website. I got permission from her, so I was able to share. It's just lovely. And this is what Beloved Mighty Victory says. He says, children of light, greetings from the great Kamaras and the entire Brotherhood of Venus. It is a great joy to be able to say a few words to you on this day, and thus charge you with my cosmic flame of cosmic victory. The great Micah told you yesterday that the ascended host never expands without first creating a firm foundation that will support the expansion of their work. And that, my beloved ones, is the secret of our victory. If you understand this principle, there would not be anything in this world that you are unable to accomplish. Such an important thing to understand, first creating a firm foundation that will support the expansion of their work. Same with us. So many of you only remember the I Am Presence and the Ascended Masters when you are mired in difficulty. When if you would ask for our assistance before going out and doing things your way, you would avoid most of the problems you encounter along the path. Therefore, beloved ones, so that you may be victorious this year, and all of us in the Ascended Host greatly desire your victory, please make it a habit to remember us before you act or take the first steps towards a dream that you desire to conquer. When you have been inspired to accomplish something in this world, go back to your I Am Presence and say, beloved I Am Presence and Ascended Masters, if this project is the divine will for me, seal it with the love and the flame of mighty victory and guide me to do the right thing at the right time, so that it may be accomplished in the harmony, ease, and perfection of the Ascended Host. And then stay harmonious and open to receiving suggestions from above. And I promise you, you will be moved by mighty hands that never know defeat. I just love that. It was just so marvelous. So there they're really giving us two important things to remember. First, creating that firm foundation that took, so that the work that we do has a good, solid support. And then always call to our own presence and the Ascended Ones before we start anything. Now here we do have this wonderful opportunity to call for those ones that are now caught in that psychic and astral realm. And as Archangel Michael says, it is such an important call. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it, beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. Thank you, thank you. Such an important one. This is absolutely lovely. It's about a dog and a deer. I hope you enjoy it.
People couldn't believe their eyes when they saw the two of them and asked us, can that be true? Is that really a deer and a dog walking together? But Leo was absorbed in his role as a father. Leo showed her the farm and the yard, and Lulu followed him everywhere. Their favorite game was to chase each other around. It seemed the most natural thing in the world. But the first few days she only came out of her hiding place to drink. And we were very worried and feared she might not make it. We live in the countryside on a modern organic farm surrounded by forests and fields. And Lou's mother dropped her off in the garden. We watched the fawn from a safe distance and waited after many hours. But Lou's mother came by once more and then she didn't.
Lea, hör auf mir, ha? Süßes.
When we decided to take care of the fawn, she was not in a good condition. She was very weak and had a slight limp and was really hungry. But in mid-June 2021, Leo saw the fawn, licked it immediately and told us with this action, "That's my baby now." Leo handled the whole situation fantastically. She licked her and made her feel comfortable. And Lulu accepted Leo very quickly. Leo showed her the world. She became braver and more independent and dared to discover the environment on her own. But because she is a wild animal, she found new friends and lives in her natural habitat. However, she wears an orange color during hunting season to protect her. When they see each other from a distance, they recognize each other. She knows and remembers that she grew up here, and she will continue to remember it and not forget it. It was and still is an indescribable feeling to be able to experience something so unique. She changed my perspective on life itself and nature. And I hope Ludovica will live a long and happy life and raise many more healthy fawns.
Oh, just a lovely story. It just shows the animals are just so accepting and loving. Anyway, now we have this chance to make our calls for our beloved animal, insect, and reptile kingdom. So we say together, beloved I presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done and we thank you. Thank you. Right, so I'm going to read from Beloved Mercury, from Friendship with the Gods, which is from the British Spiritual Freedom website. It's just lovely. And he says, it has been said repeatedly that man is a precipitated light ray. The student who chooses to contemplate this as an actual fact rather than a fantasy will come into a great illumination as to his being and as to the power to which he is indebted for all so-called initiative and self-conscious action. The axis of the body is a blazing pillar of light, sheathed in the spinal cord and carried by the nervous system through the various members of the organism. Light is life in motion. There is no activity that takes place in this system of worlds or any other except through the motivating power of light. Light is the conductor which carries the energy wave, whether it is to raise a book or raise a continent. If the student would contemplate the fact that his capacity to even move a muscle is dependent upon the motivating power of light, he would come to an understanding that his individual evolution cannot be separated from the presence of light, because there would be no motion, no intelligence, no sense activity, no being, except for the presence of light, which is the life by which these experiences are vitalized and enjoyed. Man's presence in the universe is possible only because the I am presence of light has offered freely to animate and sustain the so-called free will activities of the personal self. Man could not utter a prayer nor commit a sin without the presence of light, which is the energizing power of his being. Once man can recognize that his being exists only while light is, he will become aware of the silent presence and acknowledge that presence, and acknowledging that presence as alive within him, he will open the door of his consciousness so that that light, which has served him without recognition for the most part, can show him its powers when consciously coupled with his will. Let us take a practical example. A man determines in his feeling to raise his hand and throw a stone. He draws on the light, which is the life in the arm, and proceeds to the culmination of his act, thoroughly unaware that his arm, without the light current, would be as inanimate as a withered branch disconnected from a tree lying upon the ground. He is an unconscious conductor of light, living by the grace of light, moving through the universe due to the presence of light, but unaware of his dependence on light for every breath. Then we will take the Master Jesus, determining to raise his hand so that the current of the Almighty Father, his I am presence, might flow through that hand in healing. The Master, fully aware that the light forms the wire or conductor, is a conscious co-worker with the light, which immediately tunes into the healing flame, or whatever masterful activity in which he is engaged, and the benefaction falls upon the grateful receiver. The student who would remind himself constantly that every activity is dependent upon the presence of light would see how no one, no matter how imperfect the manifestation, lives in darkness, and that when he is convinced that it is the light presence flowing through that performs every action, the individual truly rests in the arms of light, and where light has served him unconsciously, light, when recognized, loved, and acknowledged, will burst into its full glory and consciously coursing through his vehicles, rush to fulfill his command. Light is the universal messenger whereby thought is translated into action. The light rays projected by the Ascended Master into the consciousness of the student is but an expanded activity of the direction of the light through the body in the ordinary course of the human events, and rise to a peak of mastery and efficiency when the individual proceeds all action by acknowledging light as the only power, then visualizing the light, carrying the thought into form. So it's interesting there, he says visualizing the light, because that's very important, they say, calling the light, feeling it, and visualizing it. And then he says, remember, your I am presence in the universe is a positive affirmation that a light ray has been anchored upon the surface of the globe where your physical vehicle abides, and that there could be no body, no form, no activity were the light withdrawn. So you are constantly in the presence of light, and the more you accept it, the more will the light do for you, fulfilling your destiny. Or do for you, fulfilling your destiny. So there we have it. Just marvelous words. I just love the way he explained it all. So it's wonderful. All right, I thought we'd have a lovely song today, just to the Violet Flame. We know Saint Germain has brought this wonderful knowledge of this beloved Violet Flame. And my goodness, I just wonder how I ever managed to live my life without this knowledge. But anyway, it's just a lovely song. So I hope you enjoy acknowledging and blessing the Violet Flame and Saint Germain. Marvelous. Bless the beloved violet flame and its willingness to set us free. And now John will take over. Thank you, beloved John.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Good evening, all. We thank beloved Anthea for those inspirational teachings, messages, songs, and videos, bringing us to a peace and to a place of peace, calm, harmony, and serenity, ready to make our decrees. We say together, Mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. We thank you. We take a moment and we see and visualize that mighty pillar of light, that brilliant blue and crystal light surrounding each and every one of us, 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side of us, that thick wall at the edge. Build your wall of light. See now Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. All of those standing for truth, justice, and freedom. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. Our violet fire decree. Mighty I am presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause the mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in the service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. Cause, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is, beloved I am. We thank you. A decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now, before we say our final decree, by the love, power, and authority of our beloved mighty I am presence, we make that call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Dearest Nakamara, we send all our love, our gratitude, our appreciation, our thanks and God's richest blessings to you for this gift of that beautiful love star that you have placed in the aura of every undescended being, radiating your love and pouring its flaming substance into our world, guiding us and helping to maintain peace and serenity in our worlds by our love and contemplation of it. We now place our attention on that beloved secret love star, that mighty focus of cosmic divine love from our great central sun, that supreme light that can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. Beloved secret love star, make each of us a living sun of pure divine love, radiating centers, so we may bless all those we interact with, every place we visit, and whomever we pass by. We send our deepest love and gratitude to the mighty beings from the great central sun who maintain and sustain this great focus of love. We are most grateful, and we give our deepest thanks for this and the opportunity of adding our own love and light to these calls. We thank you, beloved I am. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to all.
Thank you, beloved John. Marvelous. Now we just say the closing invocation, and I just think who might like to say it. I just see Trish, beloved Trish. Oh,
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
thank you.
Hello, everyone. Beloved I am presence and beloved Master Katumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you so much, beloved Trish. Marvelous. And now let's just take a moment to open our hearts, deep gratitude for these marvelous teachings, for our many blessings, and for our beautiful beloved earth and our opportunity to serve the light. We just thank you, our beloved I am presence. And I love this one from Rumi. It's just so good. And I know we've probably all heard it before, but before we speak, let our words pass through three gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? And is it kind? It's always good to sort of try and keep that in the consciousness, isn't it? Anyway, everybody, thank you so much. And that's the end. I'm going to quickly stop the recording.